So hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. I'm Helene, and in this video I'm gonna do some blueberry nails. So cute, and I just love the fact that you can do such a cute design on short nails, because some people think that when you have short nails you can't do any cute bougie design, but I think this is so creative. I love it. I will put an inspo somewhere here in the screen so you can see where I got the inspo from my witch nail tag. Love it so much. Okay, so let's get into the video, but before you get into the video, go ahead and follow me on my social media accounts. Come back and let's dive right into it. Okay, so first things first, I'm starting off using our Dolphin Spiral cut bit to get the old acrylic off. This is actually a 4-week-old set that I'm going to refill with acrylic. It's not a gel X nail like you guys would love to see lately. I actually saw that a lot of you guys like the gel X tutorials. What do you guys think actually about the acrylic tutorials? Let me know in the comment section below, because I'm really curious what you guys would like to see on my channel in the future. So yeah, I'm just filing the top coat off. If there's any lifting, I'm getting the lifting off, and also the Frenchie that I had. Well, actually I'm so happy with the retention using our preppy kit. You guys, it's just heaven. I just love it, especially the Ultra Bond makes it so nice for the outgrow. You won't get a lot of lifting. The lifting is really minimum, so yeah, I love that so much. Now I'm using my cuticle pusher to push back the cuticles, and when I'm done pushing back the cuticles, make sure you do this step gently. I'm using our diamond flame bit to get the manicure done, so I'm using it on the lowest speed of my e-file, so it looks like you put a lot of pressure, but I use it on the lowest speed on my e-file. And make sure you keep cleaning with your little manicure brush so you see what you're doing. Next, when I open up the cuticles, I'm using my Staleks Pro cuticle scissors to cut the dead skin around the cuticle. Make sure you only cut the dead skin, because we are not living for any bleeding cuticles, okay? We don't want any living cuticles, so make sure you take your time doing this step. And actually this particular scissor is really made for beginners, because the pointy bit of the scissor is really with like a curve, so it's not that easy to cut into the living skin of your client. Next, to clean up or get the natural shine of the natural nail, I'm using our mini mandrel bit, also on the lowest setting of your e-file. We are using our 240 grit sanding bit, and this is just on the part where the nail has grown out, to get natural shine of the nail, so you don't have any shiny surface, and it's best for your acrylic to stay as long as possible. Next, I'm using our nail prep. This is actually a spray to dehydrate the natural nail plate and to clean the surface before you go ahead and do your prep and everything. I just like the nail prep. It's actually the same as the dehydrator, but I like the spray, so I clean the surface first and then I apply the dehydrator to just finalizing to suck all that moisture out of the natural nail. So that's what I'm applying on all the 10 nails. Then I'm using my Super Bond, just one coat of it, and when I'm done with my Super Bond, I'm using my Ultra Bond. And my Ultra Bond is like a sticky double-sided tape. Love it because it makes your retention so good. So make sure you use the Ultra Bond, because it's the best thing ever. So for the acrylic application, I'm using our acrylic Kolinsky brush number 10. This is actually a old design of ours. I had this old brush laying there, so now we have another design. And I'm using our Pink Pro acrylic powder and also our acrylic system, or I mean our acrylic liquid, for the application. And I'm just filling in where the nails has grown out. So I just think the application part is so satisfying to watch, so I'm just keeping quiet, and I will talk to you guys when we are at the filing and shaping part. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to file and shape our nail. I'm using our super long taper bit. This is actually a coarse, I think. I'm using this bit to smooth the nails and to shape the nails, make them even. And I love this bit so much because you can also seal the cuticles with this bit. That's just, you don't have to keep switching between your nail bits. You can just seal the cuticle, you can clean underneath the nail with this bit, and you can smooth and also shape the nails. And I just love it because it's so long, so you don't have to use a lot of, I don't know, how do we call that, like a lot of force to cover the whole nail, because the bit itself is already almost the length of the nail. Okay, so after filing and shaping with my e-file, I'm using my hand file to just make the nails sharp and smooth at the sides. Make sure you get that nice, I like the moon shape, but not that much. You know what I mean? I like a half moon shape because the moon shapes make the nail so sharp and make the shape last longer. So I just like it in between, not too much of a moon curve, but a little bit of a moon curve. You know what I'm saying? I like it because it makes your nails and especially the shape last longer, especially short square nails. So maybe that's a little tip for you guys. So when I'm done filing and shaping, I'm using my buffer to smooth down the nails, especially you don't want any rough filing marks on the nail, because when you're going to do your design or any French design, you will see that and your gel polish will bleed into the filing part. So make sure you smooth the nail. And next I'm using my Senna Juice Banana to clean the nails and a little manicure brush to get all the little dust out of the cuticle area and off the nails. Now I'm using these pretty colors. These are a TPO free gel polish collection that I'm trying out. So yeah, I can't tell you guys a lot about these yet, but I now I just like them so much because they are so thick. Their coverage is just crazy. So love it so much. Next, I'm using our liner brush to paint our hand painted French. Okay, so I painted the French on the ring finger, and on the middle finger I'm painting the nail the navy blue, and like you can see it's just one coat, it's just so full coverage. Love it so much. I really hope that I can tell you guys more about these gel polishes soon. And on the index finger I'm using the yellow one. It's not a butter yellow, it's more like a summer yellow. Is it a name? I don't know, but yeah, I'm painting the index finger the light yellow, the summer yellow, because butter yellow I think it's more light. If I want to do a butter yellow nail, I will mix it with a little bit more white, but I like this color because it really gives me summer vibes. And I'm using my liner brush again to like clean up the cuticle area, because I think with the brush you can't really make a crisp line, especially when you're applying the gel polish all over the entire nail. And you guys bear with me with the autofocus of my camera. I'm just still figuring this out, but I'm getting there. I think this video is getting better, especially with the focusing. So yeah. Okay, so on the index finger, I'm going to apply a second coat again to cover the nail and to make the nail more full coverage, because you will see more of the nail or of the yellow part on this nail, and you will not see a lot on the middle finger, because we are gonna airbrush also on the middle finger. I mean the blue one. So I'm airbrushing on the pinky, and for my airbrush, I just mixed the yellow gel polish with some acetone. And you guys, I really don't recommend this because it's not healthy at all. So if you want to airbrush, just make sure you get the right things to do the airbrush, or know what you're doing, because you don't want any uncured gel polish in the air. So what I'm doing is not the best method, but to match the colors at the moment I had my gel polishes. So I just mixed a little bit of gel polish with acetone and put it in my airbrush, and that, before curing it, I'm going in with my oval brush to clean up the cuticle area, because like I said, you don't want any uncured gel polishes, especially on the skin of your client. So make sure you clean it up really nicely. And I'm going for a second coat after I've cured it already one time under the lamp. I did that 2 coats on the pinky and on the thumb, and now I'm going for one layer first on the middle finger. And make sure you don't put your airbrush too close to the nail, because otherwise the air of the airbrush just is gonna blow all your polish, and you will not have a smooth, nice fade or aura type of nail. So make sure you don't put it too close to the nail. When I've put it under my lamp and cured it for the first coat, I'm going in with my second coat, and make sure you every time clean the cuticle area. Please don't forget this part. Clean the cuticle area with acetone to get all the uncured polish off before you put it under your lamp. So when I'm done curing the second layer of my airbrush, I'm going in with the light blue to outline the nail also around the cuticle area and on the free edge area, to make like a light blue border. If you think you will make any mistakes, try to top coat this nail first with base coat or any matte top coat or anything to cover the nail first, because if you make one mistake and you want to clean it up, you will mess up your airbrush. So make sure you coat it with I will suggest a base coat or a matte top coat. Sometimes the base coat will also like smash the airbrush, so I will recommend using a matte top coat, not a gloss top coat, because glossy on glossy will chip. So if you put gloss top coat and gel polish, it will chip. So make sure you put matte top coat or a base coat. So if you make any mistake, you can clean it up. So I'm using our 3D gel to like make a big abstract blob on the index finger. Just be creative, do something what you would like. Apply a lot of clear 3D gel. I just like this product. You can do so much thing. I also use this 3D gel to encapsulate our chrome, or if you want to do a chrome nail, I just encapsulate the chrome with this product. So I really like it. If you want to do any gems or apply any gems, you can also use this product. So it's a really versatile product. So now I'm just holding the nail downwards so the gravity can help me pull the gel downwards so you can have like more of a body in your gel. I've cured it under my lamp, and now I'm gonna fill it in and paint it with the dark blue, and the other side I'm using the light blue gel polish, and I'm just swiping my brush into the two colors to make like a gradient type of ombre vibe, and just play with it, mix it, play with it, mix it, put more the dark blue, put more light blue, clean the edges if you need to clean the edges. Just keep playing with it until you're satisfied. You're going in under your lamp and cure the nail. So for my last design, I'm using some carving gel, some clear carving gel. And once again, make sure you don't touch this with your bare hands. Make sure you use gloves or your silicone tools because you don't want touching any uncured gel because you can get an allergic reaction and you don't want that. So I'm making 3 balls to put on the French nail. So that's the ring finger. And I'm putting 3 balls besides each other. You don't want to stick them to each other. You want some space. And then a smaller bit for the leaf. Next, I'm using a dotting tool. I've wet the dotting tool a little bit, so because as you can see, it was stuck to my dotting tool, the carving gel. So to make sure it don't stick to your dotting tool, make sure you wet it a little bit with some alcohol. And I'm just poking a hole in the middle. So like a donut. Kind of like a donut vibe. So I just poked a hole in the middle for like a donut vibe and just patting it because I just ruined the shape when it was stuck to the dotting tool. So yeah, just play with it, and until you're satisfied, you can put it under the lamp. When they are cured, I'm using the dark blue again to paint the blueberries. These are so juicy. Just, they look like candy. Oh my god, love this 3D. You can do so much with 3D carving gel or 3D gel. Love the aesthetic of nails lately. Love it. What do you guys think? What can we also do with 3D gel? What do you recommend? What would you like to see me do with the carving gel or 3D gel on next nail designs? Let me know. I'm so curious. So I'm painting the leaf a green, and I like the green because it gives the nail design a pop or a different type of color. So when I'm done painting all the design or the leaves and the blueberries, I've cured everything once again under my lamp, and I'm going in with our glossy top coat to top off all the nails. When you're top coating the designs with the 3D gel or the carving gel, make sure you don't use too much. Top coat the nail, get your brush into your bottle, get all the gel polish off, and just swipe because if you put too much gel polish, it will ruin your design. You won't see all the details anymore of the carving gel or the 3D gel. So make sure you just play with it and get it out of all the creases and crampnesses. Do you say it like that? I don't know, but you know what I mean. So when I'm done doing that, I'm top coating and I've cured it 2 times on my lamp for 2 minutes. I'm using our tapered bit again to clean the nails from underneath, make them thin, get that moon shape. And after that, I'm using my hand file again to just sharpening everything up, especially because we've used gel polish, and gel polish tends to get your nails a little bit bubbly, so they ruin your nails shape a little bit. So I'm just making it sharp again, filing it and sealing it. This is also to prevent any chipping after you cure the nail or you have applied gel polish over your nail. So make sure you seal the nails with your hand file. And you guys, don't play with me. This is the end result. Thank you so much for this design, girl. Thank you so much. I've mentioned her in the beginning of the video. This is so cute. Love it so much. Let me know what you guys think of this design in the description box below. Let me know what you would like to see in my next videos, and I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to share, like, comment, show your family, friends, girlfriend, cousins, everybody, and I will see you guys in my next videos. Bye bye.